Hey everybody, how you doing? It is Friday, it is the afternoon, the sun is shining. I'm here with Rick. Tell me where we are.
Hey, Bass Pro Shops in Vaughan Mills.
Absolutely, we're sitting in a beautiful boat here right now, and we're also surrounded by all sorts of safety equipment. And let me tell you, about 80% of the people that we recover from the water that have been killed, that died, or drowned because of a marine fatality, we find them without a life jacket. And it is not something that we take lightly. It's hugely important, and there's all kinds of options. So tell me about options that you have here that people can wear.
Yeah, so we have a lot of different options between life vests, PFDs. My personal favorite is the auto inflate. This is an auto and manual inflating vest. There's a salt pill inside here, and if it ever gets wet, triggers a CO2 cartridge, pop, out comes this big yellow vest. Very reliable, very safe. A little bit more on the expensive side, but you're definitely going to get high quality for the dollar you pay.
You forget you're wearing it. If you don't plan on getting wet, you're not going tubing, you don't need that. This is not for on a Sea-Doo or on a paddle board or tubing, because it'll inflate automatically. But if you're going to be in the boat and you don't plan on getting wet, it's available in case you do get wet.
Absolutely.
And that's the issue, because no one thinks they're going to get wet if they're not planning on it. And we've had people fall overboard and they go underwater and they never surface. And if they had that, that would automatically inflate and pop you right back to the top.
And adjust to all kinds of sizes. So we can adjust that strap and it's nice and snug on. One size fits most people, which is pretty great.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's fantastic. And of course, we have other larger jackets as well.
Yes. So I recommend, so my favorite, I like to use that one. I use it personally, but we also strongly recommend something bright, that bright red color. That gives us really something to stand out. Say somebody does fall in the water, easily identifiable with that bright red vest.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're comfortable. They're to size, and you can get different shapes and sizes. You know, for kids and youth and adults. You know, there's a great one. I'm not sure if that's for me or not.
So this is great for the youth because this has got that little head resting piece, so it keeps that head out of the water, and then they'll pull through the legs piece, which keeps that jacket right in the right spot. Really important to have these. You know, the rule on our boat with the little kids is before you step on the boat, this goes on.
You're putting it on, absolutely. And there should be no one ashamed or embarrassed to say they want to wear a life jacket. If you're going out with your buddies and you're not a strong swimmer or you're not 100% comfortable being on a boat, tell the operator, hey, give me my life jacket. It's probably stored away in some compartment. You don't know where it is, but you need to have it available. That's the minimum, that's the law. But we really want you to be wearing it, because if you go overboard, if you go under the water, we want you to surface. And if you don't surface, that's it. And these jackets are what you need to pop you back up.
Absolutely. And different styles of vests for comfort as well. So there's a neoprene vest here. That's the youth version. It's got that headpiece again. If you really want to look cool, camo, coolest color out there. This is a life vest. So this has got some pockets in it, but a lot of flotation right in the core of this vest right here in the middle. Nice and comfortable, light, easy to use.
Yeah, room around the shoulders. If you're fishing, you're a lot of movement. You're not going to be constricted by it.
Exactly.
But if you're out tubing, you're out in the water skiing, you may want to have your neoprene or your form-fitted vest that gives you the support and strength and a bit of impact protection as well.
And not too expensive, so you can get into a good quality life vest for something that's not going to break the budget as well, and in a nice bright color.
Yeah, and maintain them. Often they sit in the backs of boats. They get wet and damp and moldy. They're not going to be pretty to look at. They're still going to float, but again, make sure the straps and all the components are properly maintained. And check the expiration date on these jackets, particularly the inflators, to make sure they're ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Those expiry dates are right on those CO2 canisters. Just make sure you check that out before you go out.
Yeah. It is going to be an awesome weekend. We are in the middle and the height of summer heat. The water is calling. If you are getting called to the water, make sure you're wearing your life jacket. Please consider the consequences if you make a bad decision. If you're drinking, if there's alcohol in your system, you may be more uninhibited, and that can result in maybe some poor decisions. So think about that. Water on the water, beer on the pier, and wear your life jacket. Think before you sink, everybody. Take care, guys.